Hi, George.
Hi, Daniel.
I mean, I can't believe that I'm speaking to you right now. This is ridiculously insane.
If you find him.
How did you actually help yourself to sleep at night knowing that you had an over-reputed 400 million budget film project on your shoulder that you're carrying being executed?
You don't think of it in those terms. It's like making a film is a kind of a military exercise. You know, on the shooting crew, we had 1,000 people, and they're very organized. Some of us have been working together for decades, and there's a process that basically evolves, which you would adapt to each production.
What had to be the craziest thing that you did achieved this round for Furiosa?
Not that I would use the word crazy, but most of the stunts, you look back at them and you see when you're in the cutting room and you say to yourself, oh boy, that was pretty wild. But while you're preparing to do the stunt, it's very, very precise. You factor in all the elements. It's one thing to do a stunt, but it's another thing to make sure that it's captured in the camera very, very precisely. So that kind of orchestration between the camera and the event is very, very key. Needs to be rehearsed properly, needs to be fail-safe, needs to be very, very safe.
Furiosa itself, like how long did you take to piece everything together?
Well, it took about 7 months of shooting. We had basically 3 or 4 units. There was main unit, there was Guy Norris's unit doing stunts, there was a visual effects unit, and there was an inserts unit, and they were all combined and working in concert with each other. And the rest of it was probably over a year in the cutting room, doing it, putting it all together. Again, that's pretty much standard. It went fairly smoothly, I'm glad to say.
Everything feels like it's a really hot environment. Like, you know, it's super scorching hot sun and everything. And I did a little bit of Googling. You guys shot it somewhere in Australia. Like, was it really under a desert, or like there were quite a number of CGIs as well?
We shot all over the state where we live, New South Wales. We shot in several places. Believe it or not, we shot through winter. When we shot in Africa in the desert in Namibia, it was in the middle of winter and people were really cold. When we shot, the actors would be shivering. You'd take the blankets off them, you'd call action, and they had to sort of relax and play the role. So working in the desert is not all heat. When it is hot, however, you really got to protect yourself from dehydration, particularly if it's a dry heat. There's no sweating, it's not humid. So people don't drink and you can dehydrate very easily.